An Iranian footballer named Amir Nasser Azadani is facing execution by hanging for supporting women's rights in the country of Iran. Now, Iran has recently had an uptake in protests since the prosecution and death of a 22-year-old woman by the name of Mahsa Amini, and I apologize if I got her name, said it incorrectly, because she apparently did not adhere to the country's dress code for women. Now, I understand that every country has the right to regulate, make their own laws, but this is 2022. And because somebody didn't dress the way you think they should dress, you're going to kill them. And then on top of that, because people protest, they are going to be executed. Now, 2 people have already been executed for these protests. Now, I admit to hearing that these protests in some aspects did become violent, and there were officers that were killed. That cannot happen. Protests cannot have death. Their peaceful protests are, to me, an important part of society. And I understand again that every country has the right to set its own, value systems, their own laws, regulations. But this is ridiculous. The International Players Union, and it's called FIFPro, confirmed the news about Amir Nasser Nazani, and they're appealing to Iranian authorities to change their mind. The union is shocked and sickened by the reports that the professional footballer faces execution for his role in the protests. And they say, "We stand in solidarity with Amir and call for the immediate removal of his punishment." Now, Amir's only 26 years old, and he recently played in Tractor in the Persian Gulf Pro League. He's being accused of, and I apologize if I say this wrong, I don't speak Arabic, moharabe, or in the interpretation is animosity with God. And this is according to Iran Wire. The Iran Wire also states that his family has been repeatedly threatened by authorities. Now, Nasser's, by some, has said that he had limited involvement in the protests, and all he did was chant, and he wasn't even near the place where the officers were killed. The Iran Wire again suggests that the Iranian government may be trying to frame him for the death of Colonel Esmail Shirgahi, again, apologize for the name not being said right, and 2 members of Basij, the government militia, on November 17th. I don't usually do political posts. I try to stay away from that. But I also see this as an opportunity to speak out for a footballer who is a young man who felt he was standing up for women's rights. I would hope that the news of this gets around the world and the outrage for this can stop the execution. I know I'm being, having wishful thoughts, and it probably won't happen, but it's worth a try. Subscribe to Rovis Rants, hit the like button, and we'll see you soon.